Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another work commute, and you might be surprised at seeing this thing. Nope, this is not one of my scooters. I borrowed a scoot from the office, one of our test ride vehicles. This is a Daytona Flert 110, and full review on it coming on Saturday, I think. But yeah, it's a small little 110cc little machine, about 90 to 100 kilograms. It costs like 2,000 euros, has like 8 or 9 horsepower. It's just a small little vehicle for city runabout, but it does have something in common with a Ducati. Carbon fiber winglets on the back here. But yeah, it is a fun little machine. It does have electric start, but you know what? Let's go old school on this one. Come on, will it fire? Come on. Like a glove. Perfect. And room for my... do they fit? Anyway, I gotta get my ass into work today fairly quickly because I'm also not going straight to work, and I know what the time is because that clock is probably not set properly, but I also have to take the recycling. So yeah, I'm on a bit of a time crunch, but this thing moves fairly quickly around the city, as we're about to see. Now, I'm not going to turn on my heated gloves just yet because I'm taking these to the nearest Lidl, the nearest supermarket. And after I empty them, I'm going to head straight to work. Come on. Just put it which way. All right. Hopefully the engine got some heat in it because this thing is very cold-blooded indeed. It seems to be okay. Let's not throw ourselves in front of this big truck. I know it's just a Mercedes, but damn it, it's big as a truck. Don't lose them. Gotta be careful not to lose any bottles. But yeah, you know, it's refreshing every now and then to ride something as small as this thing. Small, light, nimble, losing bottles. Come on, stay there. And don't pull out in front of me, dumbass. Why do people want to pull out in front of me? I know it's a small little thing, but seriously, come on, dudes, come on. And I think I lost a bottle back there, but I'm not going back. You know, I never can understand why I don't take an extra bag and put bottles. Oh, fudge. God damn it. I knew it would happen at some point. You know, let's put it here. Let's go back for the other one. I am losing bottles left and right. Nice part about this thing, I can quickly... Where did it go? Seriously, where did it go? Oh, there it is. Well, I don't know if it got trampled. You know, we'll just go in the hand. We're almost there, peeps. What have they started building here? Okay. This is something new going up. Plus that worksite has started to come alive. It's been dead for like a couple of years now. And now it's finally, I see it alive and building actually something. Or actually building something. Alright. Made it. With everything in one piece. Anyway, I'm gonna go and leave all the bottles, come out, and then quickly run into work because I think it's 9:30. I think. I don't know if the clock on this thing is set up properly, and I don't have time to set it up. But let's go into work. 10:34, or actually 9:34, 9:30. Now we no longer have a bag full of empty bottles by my legs, and I can actually open this thing up and get a move on. because although you might think of it and look at it and not giving any chances around the city in terms of power and pickup, it may only have about 9 horsepower, but believe me, because it's so bloody light and so small, and the wheels are actually quite big. I think they're 14 inches, if I remember correctly. I did my review on it. I filmed it about 2 weeks ago, so details are a little bit fuzzy. But I think they're about 14 inches wheels, front and rear. And this thing gets a move on. And it's actually not that bad around bumps. It's not that bad around rough roads. The suspension, yeah, it's nothing to write home about. Like I said, it's a 2,000 euro scooter, and I mean 2,000 euros out the door. Everything paid in full out the door. But it gets the job done really well. There are no let's say safety amenities, like there's no ABS, there's no traction control, we have drum brakes on the rear, we have a disc up front that's decent, the drum on the back is let's just say it's there, but if you tug on the levers hard enough you will get proper braking force. Now, I remember yesterday riding into work, I did say I should get some thicker pants because weather is getting properly cold. And I mean 90% humidity and 1 to 2 degrees outside. Now that's because of the humidity, it feels so bloody cold. And I'm still in my blue jeans, which are not very thick jeans. And I did say yesterday that I should start wearing some thicker pants, more winter pants, because I arrived yesterday with my feet frozen. Up here I'm fine. Gloves, perfect, not a problem. Heated, insulated. Oh yeah, my hands are nice and toasty. But my legs are freezing and my nuts are the same, freezing. I am what you would call freezing my nuts off. So you would think, by considering yesterday I said I would put on some thicker pants, and I didn't, you'll think I would learn my lesson. But like I always say, I'm never going to learn my lesson because learning is for nerds, and I ain't one. So yeah, here's me complaining about the weather, about being cold, and about freezing. And now let's get out of the right-hand lane because I might annoy a couple of people. Come on. You know, riding something so small around the city is actually quite refreshing. After riding the Zontas 350e for about 2 to 3 months now on the daily, I've kind of gotten used to its power, but I've also gotten used to its size, and I kind of find it a little bit normal to ride something that big and that heavy around the city. Then I get on something like this. Oh, and I feel like a total hooligan because this thing is so small and light. If the traffic gets too bad on the street, I kind of have the feeling like, yeah, I'm just gonna go on the sidewalk. Because who's going to notice me on something so small? I feel like I can run red lights no problem because it's so small that it probably won't get noticed. Not necessarily good things, but yeah, it's just so fun having something so small, so light. I mean, I can get the front wheel off the ground just by pulling on the handlebars and not pulling very hard, I might add. So I am having quite a bit of fun riding this thing around, and I only took it as like a one-day test, but I might actually ride it for a couple of days because why the hell not? I mean, it's so bloody fun. But yeah, winter is definitely here. The city traffic is becoming a big pain in the ass. Come on. Scooting is essential now in the city of Bucharest with all of this traffic. It is getting cold, it is getting difficult. I no longer have a leg cover because my old one shredded to pieces and I haven't bought a new one, but I don't think I'm gonna buy one because not doing courier work anymore, I'm kind of okay with being a little bit cold for 20 minutes while I go to work. I do have some thicker pants. Like I've said, at some point I am gonna learn my lesson and put some thicker pants on. But for now I'm decently okay. I arrive a little bit frozen, but my nuts are still connected to my body. Let's put it like that. They are frozen, but they're still not falling off just yet. But yeah, traffic is becoming worse and worse because, it's winter time. Everybody's getting in their cars. Nobody wants to sit on a bus anymore. Nobody wants to sit at a bus stop waiting for the bus anymore. So, it is what it is. Traffic is becoming worse and worse. And just look at this queue of cars. And we're past rush hour traffic, okay? Rush hour is around 8 to 9 a.m. We're close to 10 a.m. and this is traffic. Rush hour traffic has gone, but traffic itself is shit. And pull it in. Now, this reminds me of a funny thing that usually happens in the showroom when I talk to customers. Usually I find a lot of people coming into our showroom looking for a small little scooter like this as their first bike, as their first scoot, simply because they are fed up with traffic. They're not necessarily passionate about motorcycling, but they are fed up with traffic. And there's a big influx of customers right around springtime when the weather gets nice. Everybody's been driving around the city through the winter, and traffic is absolutely horrible. And when it comes spring, weather starts getting nice and they're all completely fed up and they come to the showroom to buy a scooter. Now, usually I have these kinds of conversations with people, talking to them, telling them what would be a good first scoot and stuff like that, and what to expect of the scooter lifestyle, because these are people that have never ridden on two wheels. And now in Romania, with a regular car license, you can ride something like this, like a 125cc, 110cc. You just need an endorsement that's like you can do it in 1 week. So a lot of people are coming into the world of 125cc scooters, and I talk to them, tell them what they could expect the life of a scooter rider to be, and I always get the same answer. I always tell them, you are gonna want to ride all year round, because traffic, it is what it is, and you are gonna want to ride all year round. Now this is happening, remember, this is happening in the spring usually. The response is, no, I don't like the cold. I'm never going to ride in the winter. I'm just going to drive my car in the winter. But at least for the half a year in the summer and in the spring and autumn, when I can ride, I can save some money on gas. I can save some time and stuff like that. My reply to them again is, no, you are going to ride all year round. You are going to find ways to do it, but you are going to ride. Really? 605 ABY? Running a red light, you see? That's the problem with stuff like this. Anyway, so I tell them, you are gonna ride all year round. They're like, again, no, definitely not. Then they ride for like 6 months, spring, summer, and early autumn. They get used to riding like this. They get used to crossing the city in like 20 or 30 minutes. They get used to this lifestyle. They get used to not sitting in traffic. Then, like November, like now, rolls around and it's colder outside. And then they get back in their car. Now remember, they've been riding for 6 months. They've been covering the distance from home to work in like 15 minutes for the past 6 months. Then they get in the car when it's cold, when traffic is completely crap. And they go from that 15-minute commute to an hour and a half commute. So they do that for a day or two. Then they start searching for windscreens, heated grips, thicker gear, and they start riding all year round. Because once you get used to it, once you get used to stuff like this, once you get used to commuting to work in like 15 or 20 minutes, not having to worry about parking spots, not having to worry about traffic, how much time will it take you to get to a certain place in the city, what time it is it rush hour, isn't it rush hour, you just don't care. And once you get used to that, it's very hard to get back to just normal, regular, everyday traffic. And Oh, there's the knucklehead. Departe ai ajuns trecând pe roșu. Departe ai ajuns trecând pe roșu. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be mad about women drivers, but that was the dumbest move possible. I mean, that's how far she got. She ran a red light to hurry up and queue in this. Again, people, if you are in such a big of a hurry, get on two wheels, please. Stop trying to kill people with your 2-ton machines. And this guy, make up your mind. What do you want to do? I know what I want to do. Why don't you make up your mind? He's trying to skip the line in a big-ass car. Dude. If you want to skip the line, get on two wheels, bro. Get on two wheels. And again, we have a red light, so yeah. I'm just gonna do it like this. And I'm gonna place myself right here. I can see the light. See how easy that was? Nobody was mad. I didn't cut anyone off. I didn't nearly hit anyone. And very nicely, quietly, silently, stealthily, I got to the front of the pack. And I don't have to sit 15 minutes in this queue of cars. And I'm actually going to make it to work on time. So yeah, that's the funny thing about car drivers switching to scooters once they get fed up with traffic. They say they're not going to ride in the winter, and almost all of them end up riding in the winter. I have to admit there are a few that do not ride in the winter, and I couldn't convince them to start riding in the winter. They are not interested. They are more than happy for 3 to 4 months of the year to sit in a car in a queue of cars. But yeah, a lot of people, I think something like 75 to 80% of the people that said they would not ride in the winter ended up riding in the winter, because you get used to it. I mean, I can no longer drive a car around the city. There have been a couple of times when I had to take Christina's car and drive around the city. It was absolutely miserable. I don't care if it was warm and comfy inside the car, but sitting in traffic, trying to maneuver that 2-ton machine between other cars, between other 2-ton machines, it just felt so unnatural to me. I've been riding for so long around the city that this is natural to me. This is what getting around the city looks like for me. And being again in a car, it just felt so stupidly unnatural to me. And yeah, I did it because I probably had the young one with me and I had to take her somewhere. But yeah, I can hardly wait to put her on a scoot and not have to take the car even when I have to take the young one somewhere. But yeah, this is normality for me. This is like here, people queuing. No, don't mind me. I'm just riding past all of you guys because I gotta get my ass to work. Sorry, coming through. Don't mind me. And especially when you get something as small as this, like this little Flert is absolutely awesome. The Zontas is good, but it's a big whale. This thing, oh, it's so lovely around the city. It's so small and light and nimble. And yeah, even when I kind of push cars a little bit out of the way, they probably look at it and think how cute it is. And they don't get mad. Look at them, all right, green! Traffic light drag race, and here's me winning. I just have to be very careful with the drivers because traffic, like I've said, is building up, and I know this period, especially going towards the Christmas holidays, drivers are getting frustrated, they're getting impatient, they're Now in Bucharest, traffic rules were more of a suggestion anyway, but in November and December it gets way, way worse. And you have to be very mindful. And honestly, my take on it is don't ride slow and don't ride scared. Go full balls to the wall, commitment. Push cars out of the way, be as aggressive as possible, at least here in Bucharest, because honestly, in this period when everybody is aggressive, if you try to ride normally, like adhering to all the traffic rules, there's a good chance you're gonna get hit from behind. So no hesitation, push people out of the way if you got the right of way, use the horn as much as possible, and open the taps when you can, because I'm currently doing 80 and there's a big queue of cars traveling at about 80 to 90 kilometers an hour behind me. I can't slow down to go 50, okay? I'm gonna open the taps and head to the next intersection when all of the cars are going to slow down and I'm not going to get rear-ended, hopefully. And yeah, I'm going to get out of dangerous situations. I don't know, I think it was Mario Andretti who said, when in doubt, throttle out, or when in doubt, go flat out. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. I am not riding slow to avoid accidents. I'm riding fast to run away from accidents. But it's not necessarily something I do recommend to everyone. I do have a lot of experience riding the traffic of Bucharest. When I went to other cities, I was a little bit more calmer because I don't know the traffic traits. But yeah, learn the traffic around your city is very important, and learn the habits of the drivers around your city, because it's very important for your safety. And yeah, knowing what to do and knowing how cars react and understanding situations and reading situations before they happen is a big part of staying safe on two wheels. That's all. Well, yeah, made it into work. Another day, alive, happy, joyful. Sun is coming out. Another day on two wheels with the sun up is a good day. Now I'm gonna get my ass into work. Hope you guys enjoyed this little work commute. Let me know if you want to see the little Flert back on the channel for another work commute. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until next time, take care out there, everyone, and ride safe. Bye.